Sarinya took a deep breath. She felt sweat drip down her face as she biked past skyscrapers, street vendors, and groups of tourists on her home turf, New York City. This wasn't any ordinary bike ride. It was a workout. Sarinya was wearing a weighted vest so she could bike longer and get stronger. As her legs pressed down on the pedals, she went faster and faster. She was training for a big goal: to become a New York City firefighter. Sarinya wanted to join their ranks, but could she do it? Being a firefighter required immense strength and bravery, especially in a busy city like New York. She would have to move quickly, lift heavy equipment, and have emergency medical knowledge too. Sarinya had never seen a firefighter that looked like her. Sarinya pushed harder on the pedals. If they didn't have a firefighter like her yet, she would just have to be the first. I'm Sura Siu, and this is Goodnight Stories for Rebel Girls, a fairy tale podcast about the real-life rebel women who inspire us. On this episode, Sarinya Srisakul, firefighter, trailblazer, and leader. Sarinya's parents had moved to New York City from Thailand. Her mother moved to the country to work as a nurse, and her father moved to start a family. Sarinya grew up in the 1980s. She had two simple goals: to be of service to others and to make the world a better place. She was first inspired to become an artist. Art and creativity make the world a better place, so she decided to study art in college. But during her third year, something changed. She loved making art, but she often didn't get to see the impact her art made. Sarinya realized she wanted to help people in her community, face to face. So she made a bold decision. She dropped out of art school to become a community organizer, helping people with HIV and AIDS. It was demanding work, but it felt right. She was making a real difference in the lives of people who needed a helping hand. Then, in the early 2000s, Sarinya's path to service took another unexpected turn. Her friend encouraged her to go to a meeting. It wasn't for another nonprofit or community group. It was an orientation for women firefighters. As she approached the meeting, Sarinya had nervous butterflies in her stomach. She'd only ever seen male firefighters out and about. Who would be waiting for her at the orientation? But as she looked around the room, Sarinya was surprised. No one looked like the heroes you see on television or the big screen. The room was full of all types of women. Tall, short, funny, quiet. Each of them brave and interested in helping their neighbors near and far. Sarinya knew she had found her people and a brand new career to work towards. Becoming a firefighter wasn't going to be easy. In 2005, Sarinya entered the Fire Academy. The months-long boot camp was physically and emotionally demanding. Over 18 weeks, she did every kind of workout you could imagine to get into peak physical shape, doing hundreds of push-ups, lifting heavy weights, and running many miles. She also learned how to save people from different dangerous situations. Sarinya found a support system during this difficult training period. She made friends who lovingly called themselves the Minority Squad. Her friends were other firefighters in training who didn't fit the mold of what people expected firefighters to look like. She bonded with another female probationary firefighter like herself and men of color. Soon, all her hard work paid off. Sarinya passed the challenging tests and became the first Asian American woman to join the New York City Fire Department. She was assigned to Engine 5 in Manhattan's East Village.
911, what's your emergency?
At long last,
Go!
she was ready to jump into her firefighter suit, race to emergencies, and save the day. Sarinya loved the rush of being a firefighter. She loved the protective weight of her uniform, the excitement of each day, and the satisfaction of helping people in a scary situation. Being a firefighter is dangerous work, but for Sarinya, the biggest challenges had nothing to do with fire or smoke. Sometimes, she encountered skepticism or double takes when she jumped off the rig at a fire or emergency. Some people couldn't believe that a woman, especially an Asian American woman, was there to help them. It took some time to get used to the firehouse culture, too. Sarinya was a vegan. She didn't eat meat or dairy. But on her first day, she was tasked with making bacon and eggs for her fellow firefighters. It was just one of many moments where she had to navigate being different in a new environment. Sarinya also faced criticism and skepticism from some of her colleagues, who questioned whether women belonged in firehouses at all. They questioned whether she was strong enough to do the work and calm enough to keep cool under pressure. But Sarinya didn't let the doubters stop her from doing this important work. And with time, people realized that her identity came with unique skills that benefited the other team members in the firehouse. She spoke English, Spanish, and Thai fluently. That meant she could talk with and help even more people. In an emergency, people were more comfortable talking with someone who spoke their language. Being a woman was also an advantage. One day, Sarinya's firehouse responded to an emergency where a woman was in a vulnerable situation. Sarinya decided to approach the woman by herself. Sarinya was able to calm her down and help her feel safe, and the rest of the crew was able to enter the space and respond to the emergency. Even though some people didn't think she belonged, Sarinya knew she was in the right place and making a difference. And the people she helped had to agree. Sarinya was the first Asian American woman in the New York City Fire Department. But she was determined not to be the last. She wanted to help other women succeed where she had struggled alone. She became deeply involved with the United Women Firefighters, an organization that supports female firefighters in the FDNY. She was a natural leader and held the positions of secretary, borough representative, and vice president before becoming president, a role she held for 6 years. Under Sarinya's leadership, the organization focused on training women for the firefighters exam, hosting mental health workshops to discuss workplace discrimination, and creating a support network for women in the department. Today, the United Women's Firefighters helps educate and train the public about fire safety, all while working to provide community for the women firefighters of the FDNY, from the first day of their employment until retirement. Sarinya's efforts with the UWF and beyond have made a real difference. Her efforts helped double the number of women in the FDNY, from 37 in 2013 to 68 4 years later. Today, there are more than 150 women firefighters, including a woman serving as a deputy chief. Having different types of firefighters isn't just about equality. It's about better serving all New Yorkers and keeping them safe. Now, after nearly 2 decades in the fire service, Sarinya Srisakul has fought countless fires, saving lives along the way. But her impact extends far beyond her heroics. In 2017, she received the Freedom Award from Glamour magazine, recognizing her efforts in recruiting more female firefighters. Netflix honored Srisakul for her achievements by making her the first recipient of the Freedom Award, which was designed for women who paved the way for future female generations. But perhaps her greatest legacy is the change she's helped create in the FDNY culture. In 2019, after 14 years as a firefighter, Sarinya achieved another historic milestone. Sarinya Srisakul of Engine Company 5 was promoted to lieutenant. She was the first Asian woman to become an officer in the entire 11,000-person department. Here she was, blazing a trail for others just like her. Even as she celebrated this achievement, Sarinya remained focused on her larger mission. She continued her advocacy work and mentorship. She understood that her success meant little if she didn't help others follow their own path. In her own words, ask yourself, what can I do to make my community a better place? That is the first step to being heroic. Ordinary people can become heroes. What motivated Sarinya towards heroism? She points to one key quality: empathy. The ability to understand and connect with the people she serves, whether they're her fellow firefighters or the New Yorkers she's sworn to protect. Sarinya's message is clear. Heroism isn't about being the strongest or the tallest or fitting someone else's idea of what a hero looks like. It's about showing up, working hard, and using your unique perspective to serve others. And sometimes, it's about being brave enough to be the first, so you won't be the last. This podcast is a production of Rebel Girls. It's based on the book series, Goodnight Stories for Rebel Girls. This episode was narrated by me, Sura Siu. It was produced by Danielle Roth and Haley Dapkus, and directed by Ashton Carter, with sound design and mixing by Mumble Media. The story was written by Danielle Roth and edited by Haley Dapkus. Fact-checking by Danielle Roth and Sam Gebauer. Our executive producers were Anjelika Temple and Jess Wolfe. Original theme music was composed and performed by Aletra Barjaki. A special thanks to the whole Rebel Girls team who make this podcast possible. Until next time, stay Rebel.